There's another DIY from a retired guy. Today's project is fixing loose stair rail on my front porch. Cracked brick where my railing is attached. It's like the studs are loose, the brick's cracked. So if I don't get those sealed soon, they're gonna continue to crack and separate. So I'm gonna take these nuts loose. It's like a 1/2 inch, and slide this aside and see what I have to do to. Yeah, so this one was difficult. The stud screwed about halfway out, and then I was finally able to get underneath the nut in the washer and pry it up, put enough pressure on it that I could put my socket on and get the nut to come off the end. So yeah, I'm going to lift this rail up, and I guess I got to take the other end off too, see what I'm dealing with. Okay, so here's what happened. All these bricks are just cracked, so these studs are on like an expanding metal piece that holds them in the brick. So yeah, I don't know if I can. I'm trying not to disconnect it from the bottom side because it's really secure on the bottom side. I'm just going to try to prop this up here enough that I can work around it without disconnecting the other. These studs that are in the down drilled inside the brick were just flopping around inside this cracked and broken brick that fell out when I lifted the railing up. I was originally just gonna lift that up, patch on top of it with my epoxy mortar, but the brick fell out as soon as I lifted up, so I'm gonna piece that all back together with my epoxy mortar. Okay, now we're ready to mix our epoxy, parts A and B. All right. Probably going to go with 2 batches. Equal blobs on my mixing palette. About even. And this stuff you can see when it's mixed. When it's all gray, no streaks of black or white. All right, there it is. Now it's ready to go apply. All right, start application. I decided to assemble this from this side over. Just packing it in from the top. The side. piece goes up there. And this goes in here. Like so. So I feel like I have to race with this stuff, but I really don't. So I need to slow down, take my time, and not make a mess on this brick. Alright, I had to lift it up and drop the stud in. I want to keep a little pressure on that. All right, there it is. I've got this brick center block sitting here, applying pressure. And my masking wasn't that great, so I did get some on the brick. So I took the sand that I've been using to fill the gaps around the front of my porch. I have a video on that. And just sprinkled some of the fine sieve sand on that, so it doesn't look as bright gray as it did just bare. That kind of blends it in better. So yeah, I'm gonna let that dry overnight. Those studs are set. They're automotive studs I got from Ace Hardware. I suspect they'll hold. Plus, I have the concrete patch material underneath this bracket. Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna let it sit overnight and then show the finished product tomorrow. Yeah, what came out of there, the anchor bolt that was in there was 1/4 inch by 2 1/4 long, and I went back in with a 5/16 diameter stud, 3 inches long. It's almost an inch longer, and it's essentially bottomed out in the hole that they drilled originally and then encased in the concrete epoxy. So I got a galvanized nut. I got to modify a washer because I have no clearance on the back. I'm going to have to cut some off the back of a washer. But yeah, this isn't going anywhere. This is my lifetime repair. So yeah, I'm happy with this. And the reason I did this yesterday was because I had this terrible toothache. So after looking at this for a year and a half, I needed something to distract me yesterday. So I thought, yeah, what a perfect project to keep my mind off this aching tooth, to tear into this. So today I'm on my way to get a root canal. Got this done, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, till next one, peace out.